Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or if you are here for the first time, welcome to my channel. My name is Katarina and I am a beauty YouTuber from Finland. I would really appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel. Today's video is going to be something that I am very excited about because I'm going to film another anti-haul. I have filmed two anti-hauls previously in my channel, so I will link my anti-haul playlist down below, but the previous anti-hauls have been, first was about brands I don't want to buy from, and another one was about weird innovations that I'm just not interested in. But this one will be more about new releases, so these are some new releases. Some of these have not come to market yet and some of these are already available. The original creator of anti-hauls is of course Kimberly Clark. I really like her channel, so I will link that down below also. And there are multiple anti-hauls in YouTube. Anti-hauls are usually something that I watch from people I have never heard before. They are just so fun to watch. Obviously you can do whatever you want with your money. I'm just not going to spend my money on this one. But of course, if these are your favorite things, if you want to buy something, you can obviously do whatever you want. This is only makeup. In case you are wondering why I look like down, I do have my computer here, so I do have some bookmarks here so that I can check these products. If you don't know, I am a cruelty-free and vegan beauty YouTuber. I do still have some non-vegan makeup, but nowadays I buy only cosmetics that are cruelty-free and vegan, so I'm mostly going to talk about vegan cosmetics here. There is one thing I want to mention because I'm a little bit disappointed that it's not vegan, because I know this brand could have been able to do this one vegan. I think if I was not cruelty-free or if I was not vegan, I really would have to do anti-hauls every single week because there is so much makeup releases. The first product that I will not be buying is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. And this is the product I told that is not vegan, and I am disappointed about it. So I'm not actually sure what the non-vegan ingredient here is. Anastasia does label their vegan products. I really don't know. Here it's not carmine at least. I think there are single highlighters that I don't know if they are even available anymore. Those are not vegan, but all of their clothes are vegan. I usually don't want to complain if a brand does something that is not vegan. Let's say with Anastasia Soft Glam palette, that one is not vegan, and you know, I kinda expected that because none of their eyeshadow palettes is vegan. But in this case, when they do know how to do amazing vegan highlighters, I feel it's a little disappointing that now they don't make this product vegan when they are capable of doing amazing vegan highlighters. If you saw my February favorites, you know I am kinda into this holographic chromatic thing trend. I think it's quite a fun, but I will not buy anything that is high-end price, holographic or chromatic or whatever. If I want to buy something like this, I want to buy a drugstore. But here is just a few things that I noticed when I was, you know, checking brands. I just think it's a little bit overpriced because I'm quite sure that I will not love this trend forever. Seattle London has this liquid chrome lip gloss. So this one is £15. I think it's quite expensive, like it's definitely closer to 20 euros, and I believe in dollars that will be over $20. Don't really want to pay that much money of you know, lip gloss that I don't know if I will love the trend very long. Another high-end holographic thing I will definitely not buy is the Urban Decay holographic disco stick. I actually think this is a fun name, but you know, my experiences of stick highlighters are not that great. I feel like when I'm trying to put them on, if I put it straight from the stick, it only tracks off my foundation, and if I'm trying to put it to my finger and build it up, I think I have to build it up like 5 minutes to get it so not my thing really. So that's the reason I don't want to buy any stick highlighters. But this one is $26. I think it's quite much of something like this. Catrice actually just released a vegan holographic highlighter stick, and I don't know how much it is, but I think in euros it's probably like 5 euros or something, much more affordable. But for me, these stick highlighters are just not my thing. Then I have here a whole collection of high-end disco, unicorny, whatever things. So this is the Too Faced Life is a Festival collection. Like, what is this? I think this looks so tasteless. This is like cheap children makeup. And you know what, for me it is okay if product is cute, but you know, there is a way to make cute products and there is a way to make cute look cheap children stuff. There is certain vegan products here, but I'm not sure which all, but at least the brush is vegan and the spray with a glitter in it. The brush is like, it looks so cheap. And this palette. And what is that highlighter? That porn unicorn. There is like, that's so weird. There is like bronzy highlighter and in the middle of it is a white unicorn. Like, what is this? And I think this stuff is way overpriced. I would definitely not waste my money on this stuff. And overall, Too Faced was one of the brands I talked about in my video where I talked about brands that I do not want to buy. I don't say I don't want to buy anything from them, but I have just lost my faith in them. I will keep buying the Holy Grail products like the Born This Way foundation or all of this new tacky, ugly, childish thing they do. Not for me. Okay, then I have here a whole collection of my favorite brands. So actually I don't hate the whole collection, but there is a couple of products that I do hate. So this is the e.l.f. Active collection. I really don't like what this collection represents. There is some skincare stuff and that one seems to be quite okay. There is like a moisturizer or something that has SPF 50, I think that's really nice. There is like a cool down mist that you can spray on after workout. I think that kind of stuff is cool. But then there is eyeliner pencil and lip and cheek palette. I really don't like this. I think e.l.f. is giving now a message that hey, you should put makeup on when you go to gym. I don't think that's really good, you know. e.l.f. especially is like affordable brand. Many younger people buy this kind of stuff. I personally, if I go to gym, at the end of the day, if I don't have a full face of makeup on, I don't take off makeup before working out, even though I should. Because working out with makeup, it is not healthy for your skin. Your skin cannot breathe, your pores get clogged. And you know what, I don't think anybody should feel that I cannot go to gym without makeup. I actually do have now a break from gym, but when I do work out, I am so red, so sweaty, and there is nothing beautiful in that, no matter if I have on makeup or not. So I really don't like that there is makeup items in this collection. I think it's kinda like unresponsible for e.l.f. to do this. Seriously, that lip and cheek palette, so those are cream products. What do you think those products will look like when you put it on your cheek, you do your workout, you get sweaty, and there is a cream blush on your cheek? The skincare stuff seems to be interesting, but those makeup stuff, no. Nobody needs to do makeup because of gym. Okay, then I have here kinda like a multitasking palette from 100% Pure. So this is their Fruit Pigmented Better Naked palette. I haven't ever tried anything from 100% Pure, but I'm certainly interested in some of their products. I do not know what the dollar price is right now because I can see the euro price, but the euro price in here is 44 and there is one highlighter, one blush and 3 eyeshadows. Well, I cannot say it's overpriced because I know that this natural stuff, natural ingredients that are non-toxic, I know they are more expensive, but you know, for me, this is not worth it. I see that this could work for somebody who, you know, does kinda like neutral and minimalistic makeup maybe and doesn't have that big makeup collection. Usually that natural kind of makeup stuff does expire sooner, so it would be completely stupid for somebody who has a lot of makeup products and changes products often to buy something like this. This is so boring. Like it has a nice peachy pink blush, it has like basic champagne color highlighter and 3 brown eyeshadows. Okay, now that we are talking about boring palettes, I have the most boring palette of the year in this anti-haul. This is the Bariam in the Puff eyeshadow palette. Like seriously, this is 10 shades of beige, little bit different undertones, but there is even not a single pop of color. There is one shade that seems to be like more shimmery pink, but Otherwise the shades look so similar. I just ordered, and I shared it in my last haul, I ordered the Barry M Fall in Love palette. I think that one is so fun, and you know, the colors are so interesting, but this one is boring as fuck. And you know, there is 3 tutorials with this palette. So these are from Barry Angels, so they are some YouTubers that, you know, Barry M sponsors, I guess. And they are absolutely beautiful, they are beautiful people. I don't mean anything bad to these people with this one, but I did watch their tutorials, and oh my god, the tutorials were so boring. And you know, I am usually a neutral eyeshadow girl. If I had to choose like neutral eyes and bold lips, or bold eyes and nude lips, I would definitely go with neutral eyes and bold lips, because I love bold lipstick, and sometimes with bold lipstick, or usually with bold lipstick, I do enjoy more neutral eyeshadow, but this one is just so boring and uninspiring. I hope their next palette release is something a little bit more inspiring. And now that we are talking about boring palettes, I have here one palette that I was super excited about until I saw the colors. So this is the Black Moon Cosmetics Orb of Light Full Moon Eyeshadow Palette. So this palette is $48 and it has
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 smaller shadows and 1 bigger shadow. First of all, that bigger shadow, that is like a cream shadow, not white, but very light cream shadow. I kind of understand why this is the biggest shade, but Black Moon Cosmetics is a black owned makeup company, and usually when I watch videos of people with deeper complexion, they usually say they don't like to use that kind of shades because they are too light and look ashy on their skin tone. So why would a black owned company do the biggest shadow something that most of the deeper complexion people don't like to use? I don't really get it. I think they should have put something more universal to the biggest color. And overall, okay, I love that mustardy shade and that red shade, but otherwise this looks so boring and basic. And you know, I think many people expected more from Black Moon Cosmetics. I saw a video, I will of course link it down below. I saw a video from Makeup Struggles, and she resigned this palette there. I think she did such a good job. I think she did change some colors, and she switched some those basic colors to be like blue and green and maybe purple. This one is just another little bit boring basic palette. Most of us who love makeup have already those shades in our collection, and if you don't have, maybe you should buy something that offers you much more variety. Okay, then I have here another eyeshadow palette, but this one is actually quite, it's not that boring that the other palettes I talked about, but it's still not for me. So this one is the Kat Von D Divine Eyeshadow Palette. I think many people have been asking about cool toned palettes, and I am glad that these brands, you know, start bringing them. This palette looks kind of fun. However, the first thing I don't like about this one is that it's limited edition. I do buy sometimes limited edition stuff, and I don't hate limited edition, and with Kat Von D, their limited edition stuff actually is limited edition. They don't lie to us and bring it back as permanent item in few months. But I feel like Kat Von D all the time releases limited edition stuff, but not really anything interesting that is permanent. And the second thing is that this is $38. So it's not the most expensive palette ever, but for me, you know, these colors are not something I'm so familiar with, and I would much rather buy some interesting indie brand that has more options than this one. Okay, then I have here 2 palettes, and I may get a little bit hate out of this one. So these are the Linda Hallberg Cosmetics Enchanted Secrets and Metallic Mysteries palettes. So in case you don't know, Linda Hallberg is a Swedish makeup artist. She's very talented. I actually have read her blog previously. I don't read blogs anymore that much, but I really like her. But you know, I think the palettes are a little bit overpriced, or I mean they are way overpriced. These are in the Linda Hallberg site. 58 euros each, and I went to Kicks and I swatched these and they were in Kicks 68 euros for 4 eyeshadows that, I'm sorry, in my opinion are not even good quality. I think Linda knows what she is doing, and I think these palettes are like Linda wanted them to be, but they are really not that pigmented and opaque, so I would have to do a lot of work to make them look what I want them to look. $58 for 4 eyeshadows, that is sheer. There is actually another palette from Linda Hallberg, so it is the Infinity palette. It has 8 different powders and this is a multitasking palette, so there is like a couple of blush shades, some contour shades, some highlights and a black. So that palette looks really nice and it is like 42 euros. That one I actually could buy, it is vegan. I think these 4 pan palettes should be at highest 42 euros. Okay, then I have here another eyeshadow palette and now we are getting to weird sides. No, this is another thing that looks like kids makeup. So this is I Heart Revolution Surprise eyeshadow palettes. They look like little Eastern eggs. There is 6 palettes and I think 5 of them were vegan. I don't really know who this stuff is targeted to, but definitely not for me. I like packaging that is fun and something different and different themes, but this is just so childish. I could imagine if I had a daughter that was like 10 years old and was getting into makeup, I could see her enjoying this. I started to getting into makeup when I was about 12. I would definitely not have wanted to buy this childish stuff. But I must say that this is definitely the right time to release something like this, because the Eastern is actually coming. Okay, then I have here another childish AF palette. This is the Tarte Mermaid palette. Okay, so there is 14 shades and there is 3 shades that, you know, remind of that packaging, that like green, teal, blue kind of thing. When you take those 3 shades out, this is like any other Tarte palette, but just in a little bit more weird packaging. It's so basic. I don't want to say it's boring, like I think those shades are pretty, but it's just like if you are going to do a mermaid palette, do it like a mermaid palette. This is just like another basic pink red berry palette with 3 pops of blue. Tarte is actually also one of those brands that I'm really not into buying right now. I don't say I'm boycotting them completely, but just all of this stuff that is going on makes me a little bit hesitant of buying from them. Okay, so those were all the new releases that I will not definitely be buying. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, please put thumbs up. Thank you so much and see you in the next video. Bye bye.